Hello, collective. I'm back to do another haunted story reading, and I'm very excited to do this one, and I'll tell you why. The last one I did last year in December was the last one for the year. Not between 48 and 72 hours later, breaking news came up on my feed on YouTube about a story in Florida where the exact story came out on the live side of the haunted story reading. Obviously, the haunted part didn't come out, but the whole if you watch that last haunted story reading, and not many people did, I was gobstopped. Wasn't expecting that. And it was like everything that the spirit was trying to warn the family, especially the feminine who's no longer with us now. But I'll tell you what it was. For those of you that may be watching that did watch that haunted story reading, um, he had been the man had been watching, and I'm assuming drinking. I'm watching football or something all day. And the wife asked if they could possibly watch something else, and now she's gone. And um, she even hurt the kids, and the one got away. I got to a neighbor's house to call for help, but it was too late for the rest of them. So I was just amazed that that came out here at the Power of Three. But for those of you that did watch it, if you want to look up that story, it's about a man breaking news in about a Florida man, and this was like right at Christmas time, so you can check it out. But this is a haunted story reading again, so we know that it's true for somebody somewhere, but here it's just what comes out um, as a story for us here. But as you can see, and I told you before that these are true for somebody somewhere, but it's not being put out to you as the collective for you, except as a story, excuse me. So here we go. Let's start this off. It's January 2026, and also it's my birthday today. All things whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. So somebody, obviously, believing, having faith, but you could see it's a little child. So I have a feeling that that's key here, um, because we won't be dealing with a child now. This will be an adult. But way back when, the little pink dress with the little teddy bear, and all smiles, it was all good maybe once upon a time. That's kind of what I feel here. This is the Oracle of Shadow and Light for the overall energy. So let's see what we get for an overall energy. We really had nothing coming through for this one. Okay. We have a winner. A Strange Valentine. Love is strange. I have a feeling right off the bat that way back when, uh, the ideals of a love and you know what I mean, like a Valentine and who your person was going to be was not what you ended up with. Um, like nobody's smiling there. Take a good close look. Does she look like she's smiling there? Not really. But once upon a time, she was. So let's see where this is going. This is the what the heck is this thing called again? Oh, the Dark Goddess Oracle. Reporting energy for our haunted story reading January 2026. Supporting energy for Strange Valentine. Love is strange. Ain't that the truth? Uh, nematona, nematona, secrecy. Hmm. Is it the things done by that strange Valentine in secrecy? And this is what's all the things that someone cannot say. That's what I feel like. I just can't help but focus on her face there. It's like she just wants to blurt something out and she can't. No, maybe we'll find out why she can't. We're using the Necronomicon. I'll show you the nec necronom. Show you the box. That's the box. So that's how you say it. Tarot for the main spread. So let's see what comes out for our haunted story reading on my birthday, January 2026. So, what is going on in secrecy with this strange Valentine? Six of Swords. Now, that's normally a peace of mind card. This is possibly somebody um, trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, educate themselves is what I, giving themselves peace of mind so they know what to do in secrecy about their situation, but nobody must know why. Page of Pentacles. Um, I feel like this is like a middle ground time frame from when our character started out as a very young, okay, let's go back, innocent, ready to face the world, ready for their knight in shining armor, all the faith in the world, that everything will be just great. But then along comes this strange love that now must remain secret because somewhere between where they're at now and their age here as a page, they decided to get involved with this strange love, but it's maybe something otherworldly, and that's why it's a secret. Maybe this love, this strange love, nobody even knows about because nobody can see it. And maybe it was brought about by desperation because once they got to be that age, things weren't panning out the way they had dreamed from as a child. Now they've conjured up this strange love that's really not so loving, I feel, by the looks on her face. So let's see one more for our haunted story reading. Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Queen of Cups. She conjured this love up for herself because it just wasn't coming to her. But now she has to live in secrecy because She doesn't want anybody to know about it. 10 of cups at the bottom, kind of partnered up there in a weird way. Nine of Nine of Wands behind that. Somebody that just waited too long. Um, wasn't going to wait anymore. Hmm. Okay, this is the just show you the book, the horror tarot. We are clarifying with the horror tarot. January 2026. All right, the Six of Swords. Well, that was quick. We got two. We have the Five of Swords. And in this one, it's depicted more like there was a fight and somebody's just leaving, either have given somebody else no choice and left a broken heart, or they're leaving brokenhearted. And you know what's missing from the six? It's clarifying the Six of Swords. So this is the five. What's missing is that one sword, which is the truth. The truth can't be known. Secrecy. And then the other one that came out is the Empress. See, um, a true Empress wouldn't have to conjure, you can't conjure up Empress energy. You can't hook yourself with conjured entities for love and then feel like you're some sort of Empress. But that was the motor. That was the reasoning behind it. Page of Pentacles. By the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So we have one on the last one and it flipped itself in reverse. I don't know what it is, but we'll leave it there and we'll keep going with this Page of Pentacles, please. Oh, sorry, I just banged the microphone. I hope that didn't make a noise. That is way too many. Maybe that's part of it. When I just said that's way too many, I think what's happened is what she conjured up, um, as a mate. There's other beings that have come along with it. All right, what do we get? Well, no surprise there. Nine of Swords. See, now she's looking back at what she did at the age of possibly, early 20s, because, maybe she was pushing her 30s and still no love. Just absolute, her worst nightmare coming true. So she conjured it up for herself. But now still remains probably in the Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Let's see what came out and reversed itself. Seven of Cups reversed under the Queen of Cups. Up this way, it's, overwhelmed on what to choose or what to do, but uh, I think she's hit a whole new level of overwhelm. She's underwhelmed now because it's not love. It's not what, but she can't. How do you put it back? is what I'm saying. You know, she's like all the cups are emptied, is what I'm saying here. She's underwhelmed now. She wants to get rid of it. She doesn't want to live in fear and secrecy anymore. Let's see what's at the bottom. Oh, well, look what showed up. What I said was missing at the start. The truth. Ace of Swords. Right here. I said this under the six was the five. That one sword was missing. And here it is. It's at the bottom of the deck. And the star under that. Maybe in order to release this, she needs to be honest with whoever she can be honest with that might be able to help her. Just with the truth coming out, maybe that's all it takes to break the spells for her to be honest. We shall see. We're getting the advice here from the uh here, I'll show you the box, the Gilded Riviera Lenormand. So let's see what comes out for advice on our haunted story reading for January 2026 for our characters. Highest good. Let's see. Strange Valentine. Love is strange with Nematona. Secrecy. And remember, that's out of the Dark Goddess, and that's what she is now. Oh, look at this. I'm going to get the book and read you the message. This is couples. See? Um, Card number 17. See, I feel like that number is significant just for the simple fact that I think she expected to be with her mate, her soul mate, her true love by, teens. And that didn't happen. It didn't happen until, see how much older she is there. She doesn't look like a teenager there. She looks like somebody in possibly her, 30s perhaps. Um, Let me just grab the book. It's card number 17. It's the stork. With movements, upgrades, and improvements, I bring spring and the change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move or your next promotion. See, that's what she's got to keep secret is how she got herself where she is, but she doesn't want anybody to know that she's dark like that. She doesn't want anybody to know that she would go that far to have um um the companionship, and that's pretty desperate, right? I'm sure not totally unheard of. Let's see what comes out with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords under the six. Oh, yeah, see? We took our chances, didn't we? Didn't she? And look at the age there. You see, 39. Or she thought she'd be set to go at 17. And, like I say, the age, you get the point, right? Like I say, she was in her 30s and nothing's happening. So let's roll the dice and see if we can conjure up myself a partner, somebody to be there, even if nobody knows about it, because it's all conjured dark magic. Seven of Cups reversed under the Queen of Cups. Well, we know what that is, don't we? Temptation. But card number seven, you just wanted to see what was for five. Hmm. I just wanted to see if anything added up to a seven. But point is that This is what she feels like she's dealing with now. You see, it bites. It's got fangs. Okay, but that's what I'm looking at it as. Not the biblical version, but when she reaches up to get the apple, which was the deal, she risks getting bit every time. She's very. That's why the Seven of Cups is reversed. It's like I don't want any of these. What's the word I'm looking for? Choices. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the compass. Well, what do I do now? Which way do I go now? Um, yeah. So this is definitely open for a part two. If anybody's interested, I just ask that you put like PP2 or whatever in the comments. I won't hold my breath, but again, if you do that, one person, and I will do a part two. So let's see how this goes out. We're using the intuitive whispers to close this out for now, but again, I can see where we could possibly see how this turns out for our character. So let's see what closes this out for us and our character for now. January 2026 for our character's highest good. Intuitive whispers, which is what I'm sure her intuition is whispering. I was probably screaming at her. Feel into emotions. Just trying to get, I feel like this is her kind of lost right now and trying to figure out. It's funny because it's card number 14 and this is card number 7. So it's kind of like I just feel like even though it's doubling that 7, I feel like she, has to have enough emotion for how she feels now about it all and what to do about it. And I just feel like it doubling either could be the intensity that she's feeling about having to deal with this and it's getting worse. And that brings us back to here where she's trying to find out with the Six of Swords here how to give herself some peace of mind and figure out how to reverse what she's done or undo what she's done so that she herself can. I think she'd just rather be than to put up with what she's put up with. But the storyline is leaving us hanging there. So again, if you're interested, I'm more than happy to dive into a part two. So let me know, and I hope that you enjoyed this. And again, if you didn't watch last month's, I strongly urge you to do that and then look up the breaking news in December on a Florida man and see if you can make the connection because it was almost like it was it was like a double bull. So I do like playing darts. Don't get to do it very often, but anyway, thank you. If you are here and you're still here listening to me, thank you for spending your time here. Um, and until I see you for another one, take care. Bye for now.